Hey Leo, it's Empress Rose here. Welcome to your reading, general reading. Take what works, leave what doesn't. Over here we're doing a traditional tarot spread, but over on Vimeo I'm doing some I-Ching readings and then some card pulls on top of that. So that's very exciting. It's been very fun. So if you want to join me over there, please do. I'll have a little, the link will be in the description box below, as well as like a little description of what to expect over there. All right. Well, Leo, overall for the reading, we're talking Eight of Wands, communication. This one I like. Some of the Eight of Wands are a little bit harsh. This one has this nice gentleness, openness, going somewhere, accomplishing something through open communication, right? All these little umbrellas are open, and that's allowing transportation, and movement. So there's movement due to open communication. Past, present, inner landscape, what's at issue, environment, to-do list, possible outcome. My, Leo, what do we have here? We have the love reading that didn't take last time. So this is very exciting. This is a love reading. So if that's not your jam, what the hell's wrong with you? But if it is, or it's at least a relationship of some kind. We've also got some pentacles here. We've got a lot of cups. So this is a relationship of some kind of reading. And of course it's a relationship reading. We have open communication. This isn't what it's like to read a newspaper reading. This is between people. But then there's also something about work coming in here. So in your recent past, you have Seven of Cups. Ooh, did you have a lot of options? There are lots of options, lots of decisions to be made. Seven of Cups is using an intellectual approach to make a emotional decision. It can also be emotional overwhelm, but it can be choosing. Being a little bit, maybe you were a bit picky, a bit choosy. Ooh, you know what? Also, it's about trying to guess what's going to make you happy, right? We have these stars. You're picking among these stars. So there were some options, and your best guess as to what was going to make you happy. That's where you've been, like your best guess as to what's a good idea. So you had to figure that out. Where a couple different ways to go, a couple different ways to see things or look at things, a couple different maybe people in your life, or a couple ways to approach a situation, and you just had to kind of make a best guess about which route was going to make you happy. What's the star that you wanted to wish on? Woo! Current situation, we have Four of Cups. We've got Four of Cups and Seven of Cups. So cups are about emotions and feelings and relationships. But you have like two of the more unpleasant ones or difficult ones starting out here. So making choices. And then Four of Cups, we have a decision. We have rejection. We have a decision. Maybe you made the decision. Maybe someone else. Yeah, well, you had some decisions. But also we have this umbrella here. So we have this like open offer. But someone kind of feels like a silly goose here, and this is the offer, this is the rejection of the offer. So oftentimes this card is about repeated patterns being broken, but this one just has an offer and then someone either not even noticing the offer, which given the rest of these cards here, someone may not even notice that there's an offer on the table. They might not get it. They might be like so much in their feels that they're not really aware that you're being very open. You're open to something. You'd like something. Or maybe even they're not aware of like something that you're offering. Or maybe someone's offering you something and you're not aware of it. So that's what it is. I don't know who's who here, but we've got an offer, a very open offer. And then we've got either a rejection, but there's not a rejection. They're not running away. They just may be not aware that you have made the offer. This actually came up in another reading, and a personal reading recently, where there was some sort of offer, but it had not been understood properly at the time. So that could be where you're at right now, is that if you are making an offer, they're not quite getting it. They don't quite understand what you want. Or either that, or you're just really focused on something else because you kind of had a lot on your plate. So you might have been focused on something else and you're not really aware that this person, and this could be a friendship, anything like that. You're not even aware that this person would like a friendship or would like something, even though they're trying to be open and they're trying to be kind. In your hopes, your fears, your inner landscape, Two of Cups, you're looking for maybe a soulmate, really. Two of Cups is soulmate, but this can be, soulmates can come in very different forms too. This can be a friendship, a deep friendship. You might be, thinking about a deep friendship, thinking about a friendship you've had in the past, or, having a lot of possibilities, but wanting something with some depth to it. If not like a full friendship, at least a conversation, something like that, especially since we're talking about open communication here, that's got depth to it, and an interaction that is fairly intimate and close. So this is something you are maybe craving, or maybe you're worried about it, especially if you're doing the rejection. You're like, oh no, they think we're soulmates. But I think that this is you wanting that connection, a deep. I think there is something lasting here. I think there is like a recognition that, I think you're thinking about, maybe you chose someone and they haven't realized that you're interested, but you'd really like something with some depth, an interaction, an entwinement, with someone that you feel is actually very similar to you. They don't see it, but you do, and you want that. You want to share time, conversation, at least a conversation. You'd like at least a conversation. They're not aware, though. What's the issue here? Four of Pentacles. We're coming out of, there's a release. There's no obsession. Like in the upright, there's isolation. Maybe you're coming out of a period of isolation. Maybe you've been isolated. Maybe they've been isolated. You're trying not to be isolated or to isolate yourself. Like maybe you're making some offers, but you're trying not to isolate yourself. Like in the upright, if this was in the upright, this would be you. This would be like, no, I'm scared. I have security concerns. I have I have really big boundaries. So maybe there might have been a lack of boundaries, or there might have been a release of boundaries. Maybe you didn't see an offer, and now you're releasing whatever boundary had you isolated. So there's an opening up here, unlocking something. It's not a dangerous obsession. There's no obsession here. There's more like, there could be a lack of boundaries. I mean, especially with this, are you offering something that someone doesn't want? So that's what I would say with this being, with that being in the reverse and this being in the upright, that there could be something where you're not respecting boundaries. This could also be way too obsessed, right? Because, well, Four of Pentacles can be like, healthy boundaries, or like an obsessive period, but no, I just see like there's some openings. Something's being unlocked. Something that's been locked down is being opened up. Unlocking. There's an unlocking of the front gate and an opening up from something that's been isolated or kept away. In your environment, Seven of Wands, somebody is going to make some space here. Someone is, your environment is creating an opening. Your environment requires perhaps some persistence. Non-obsessive persistence, not obsession. Because especially if you're making an offer over here, and I'm starting to see this more and more, that you're making an offer and they're not even seeing it. But this person is, there might be an opening coming up. Perhaps this person would be willing to make some room for you or open up to you, right? We have opening up here and we have opening up here. So both of these, we have these bars here, but it's in reverse. So these bars aren't really creating the boundary. And this person is also like making space. They might be very insistent. So now I'm going back to thinking that you're the one, maybe this is a back and forth, that you're the one that's refusing the offer, can't see the offer. And they're trying desperately to make an open offer here because there's someone in your environment that's like having to be very persistent or very insistent or very, they're opening something up. They're making space, maybe for you, maybe for somebody else. They're holding space for you. They're holding the door open for you. They're holding the elevator open for you. They're waiting for you and kind of holding something open to make room for some kind of entrance or exit. It's just this. It's the same card as this, these bars. And here, it's in reverse. So we're kind of ignoring the bars and the boundaries. And this person is, I don't want to say they're ignoring the boundaries, but maybe they are, especially if you said no to them. But you want connection, but maybe not with this person. But they're very persistent, or they're very open, right? Everything's got this open. They're open, you're open. And because of your to-do list, I'm going to say this person is actually waiting for you and ready to make space for you. Their boundaries are coming down. Their boundaries are, what's been locked is opening up. And not in a bad way, but just maybe they had some, this is like really big, obsessive boundaries. And in this one, there's like, they're opening it. So these are like the same card and they have the same, like this fence is opening up. So this person's got the capacity to open up and has the capacity to make some space. But it's hard for them. It's hard for them to make that space. I kind of want to cry, honestly. I'm getting a little teared up here. They may like believe in love, but they may have a lot of difficulty opening up to it. So Leo, if your to-do list here is Knight of Cups, you need to be very, I want to say frank and obvious with your communication about how you feel. But a person that's making space for you and waiting for a clearer communication, they'll be okay. But a person that's been behind this for a long time may need a very gentle offering of love. But because it sits underneath here, it looks like whatever you've been offering, you need to be a little bit louder on it or clearer with it. Like this could be friendship. They're not noticing what this is. So you need to, this is your to-do list, is making a very clear expression of love and appreciation. So this could be about a relationship you're actually honestly in already, right? And you're offering, but the offer needs to be stronger and clearer and actually probably more verbal than what it's been. So you're being told to make a clear, strong statement about how you care about someone, because you do very much care about this person, but they have their back turned to you. If this is you, you need to let this person know that you appreciate what they offer, right? Because it's gone. We have. I think what we have here is these twins. It's almost like this Gemini card. We have these twins here, and they might be going back and forth, because that's the whole energy of the reading to me. Is this going back and forth? Like, are you the one offering? Are they offering? There might have been quite a bit of back and forth. they are open. Maybe they've made an offer to you, but you didn't notice, but you do really want to be with them, or you do really care about them, but you were in a space where you couldn't. So then you need to tell them, thank you for what you've done for me, or whatever, I do care about you. Or if the roles are reversed, because like, look at how the roles reverse. They go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth here. So if roles are reversed right now, they are making space for you, but they didn't hear you. They didn't notice. So whatever it is, whatever role you're in right now, what you need to do right now is make a clear expression. I mean, this might have been like an offer, but you weren't in a space to take it, or they weren't in a space to take it. But man, are they on your mind. They'll make space for you. I mean, if this is what you need to know, they'll make space for this. They make space for what they believe in and what they want, and this is it. But it needs to be much more, like here it is, it's open, but it's unseen because their eyes are closed, you know? They couldn't see it. So you need to be a little more obvious or clearer, or it's time now to say something to them. Or if you're in an intimate relationship with someone, it's time, you have to do this. You have to express your care and concern for them. They'll hear it. This is someone who will always make time for love or the people that they love. They're not going to be dissuaded. So it's just like open communication right here. So you need to be very clear. And the possible outcome, you're going to be very happy. I mean, this is the Nine of Pentacles. It's success. It is solo success generally. But I just feel like this whole, I think you'll be proud of yourself. You'll be proud of yourself no matter what the outcome. I feel like we've got a very good potential for a great outcome here. But I feel like you saying what you want and saying how you feel and saying how important someone has been to you or is to you is a cornerstone of some kind of success for you. This will be a successful communication. If not, you know, the whole relationship till the end of time, at least this communication will be very successful, and you're going to be very proud of what you are able to accomplish. So I would say this Knight of Cups, this is like very thoughtful. This very much reminds me of the Ten of Cups, just because we have the lotus flower there, and the phrase keeps coming up in these readings, no mud, no lotus. So we have that growth out of something very difficult. You've grown out of something very difficult. And I think that you can more clearly state your affection. I think this is also something that you may want to rehearse, or you may want to practice. I don't think you want to bring like a raw, half-written song to somebody. I think you really want to know and be very clear on what you want to say and how you want to say it. Because if you're going to be plucking some heartstrings here, I think you don't want to miss on that. Oh, you know what's funny is kind of see these as heartstrings that are getting plucked, right? Look, here's the opening in the heart that creates sort of the echo chamber, and these I want to say chords, but these I forget what they're called, guitar strings. These heartstrings here, like they're pluckable at this point. Right? It's almost like here, I'm gonna pre-pluck my heart for you, but I think you want to practice. There may actually be even a song here, who knows, but you want to practice. Okay, let's bring in, wait, we don't have, for a love reading, this is really funny. We don't have any major arcana. The only person we have here is you, and you're expressing something. So this tells me this is mostly about you, I think, learning how to express love and affection for someone either who has been very helpful to you, is very helpful to you, can't see what it is you're trying to say so far, someone you may have interacted with or connected with before in the past and felt quite a bit of similarity to, but you maybe are flip-flopping places in your life or who contacts who or whatever. But so this is you. It's very non-aggressive though. It's just right, and that was I mean, we can basically stop right here with the reading from the first bit, is open, gentle, open communication. You know what? We're just going to go like this. What else we got here? We've got vulture spirit. Nothing is wasted. Oh, so even these previous offers or this situation that you're in right now where there's an offer and a rejection, or not even a rejection. I can't even see rejection here. I just see, right, this person was very much preoccupied with something else. And this looks like that preoccupation is ending and the boundary is almost see like a gate, like a gate coming down, but here it's coming up. This gate is coming up and there is now an opening. The boundary issue or whatever they were preoccupied with, because in the upright, this is a preoccupation card. Whatever they've been preoccupied with or you were preoccupied with is rising up, and now there's some space in your environment for you to make an offer, or at least a communication, a very loving, gentle communication. So vulture spirit. This is about, also vultures are about cleaning up disease. There are big sort of cleaners. They're sort of they're the people you love in your life that love to clean and enjoy it and keep everyone else clean. So there's this cleaning up vibe here too, and there's nothing is wasted, right? They make sure, the vulture makes sure that every aspect of any situation, even a tragedy, even an animal getting hit by a car or worse, they'll be there to make sure that those organs and calories, stored calories in the muscles, get donated, get processed back into the cycles of life. So nothing is wasted. So even some sort of tragedy that may have happened in the past, maybe you had a lot of options and you picked wrong in the past, or you made your best guess at a good choice and it didn't turn out to be something that made you happy. Even that is going to be useful information, right? Nothing is wasted, no mud, no lotus. So whatever's gone on in the past with this person and with you personally, it's all going to come into play here. Nothing will be wasted, even time. Even time that may have been wasted with miscommunication or with boundaries being too strong, that's not going to be wasted. Sandpiper spirit, be playful. I like this too because we have playing the guitar, playing these heartstrings. So there's a sense of playfulness here. And although I think that this is very serious business for you, I think there is sort of like a playful vibe. Oh, look at this. We have the lotus flowers back here. So there's some sort of love offering after some difficulty, right? Wasn't I saying these both are difficult cups cards? So be playful, keep it light, right? If someone's in a mode where they're I just felt that this person has been very guarded, and now that the boundaries are coming up, you're going to want to keep it playful as you approach them. You don't want to approach with a very serious, aggressive vibe, or it'll be off-putting to someone who's been in this state and is returning now into this state. So it's like a dog was in their kennel here, and then now the dog is leaving the kennel, but you don't want to startle them in that process at all. You want to be a little playful and keep things light. So, all right. Well, I hope that was helpful for you, Leo. Thank you for joining me here. And then I'm very excited. Let's go over to Vimeo and do these I-Ching readings. I love them.